All right, Miss Bree Williams, how are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you, Tasha?
I'm doing good. I'm so excited to be able to talk to you because of all of the work that you're doing with Curvy by Nature, and all of the fitness and outdoors you're bringing to everybody. So let's just jump right on in. Tell us a little bit about how you got started with Curvy by Nature.
Well, Curvy by Nature was initially called the Go Project, and Go stood for Go Outside. And I got that idea from my mama always telling us to go outside. Don't come in and out my house, go outside and play. And
Yep.
you know, back in the day, you lock the door
Uh-huh.
and you're gonna be outside all day and play and enjoy yourself.
Yep. Yep.
So that's where I got the name. But the idea came to me my very first trip to Colorado about 4 years ago. Took my first trip to Denver and fell in love with the mountains, just fell in love with it. Didn't realize how much that experience in the outdoors was really going to shape the rest of my life, but it oh my goodness, it has. We were supposed to just go visit Lookout Mountain and take pictures and be cute in the wild. And that's all that I wanted to do, was be cute in the wild. And my friends decided to go on this little hike. Now that I go hiking, I realize we weren't hiking at all. We were on a baby trail, doing a little walk, you know.
Uh-huh.
But I was out of breath. I was frustrated. I didn't like it. I was embarrassed, all those things. But when I got to that top, that wind hit my face. It's whipping through my wig. And I'm like, oh, I feel so free. And I loved it. And I said, I want to bring this home. I want other people to feel what I'm feeling out here. And that's how Curvy by Nature was birthed.
That's awesome. So let me go back a little bit though, because the average person that, the wild is not their thing, maybe like working out like that, because hiking is a different type of working out. It's a different type of exercise. And so how long did it take you to be able to be like, okay, I'm actually starting to enjoy going out hiking?
How long did it take? Not long at all.
Okay.
Really not long at all. And I say that because I look at myself as that I'm at this intermediate, like beginning intermediate level, because there's so many different just levels and trails to explore. And just there's more progress that can be done I'll just say for me, I'll use the I statement. Isn't that what we do now? I statement, yes. I have many more levels to go. But it really didn't take long. And the reason why I said that is because I'm a plus size woman, big girl, and movement is something that I like to do, but I like to have fun while I'm moving. So going to the gym, working out with trainers, that doesn't really excite me. It's really hard for me to work out at home to a video also. But going out hiking, it's a challenge. I connect with nature, and it's almost like I don't even think about the fact that this is exercise. So that's why I say it didn't take long. Now when I got back from Colorado, my mentor took me to one of our really popular trails in the area, Cedar Ridge, and we did about 4.5 miles that day. And there's some hikers that would look at me and say, 4.5 miles. But 4.5 miles that day, I was like, I don't think this is gonna work out. But like halfway through it, the wind is whipping, I'm connecting with nature, and it felt good. So after that time, it didn't take me long.
That's good to know, because I know that there's probably people that are listening thinking, I no, hiking is not my thing. It is not for me, going up the hills, I'm gonna be out of breath. What is something you would say to somebody that is kind of on the edge? Like, everything you're talking about is exciting, and man, I would love to try it, but I don't know. Like, I don't know what to do. What would you tell them?
I would encourage them to try it one time, like just to try it. And so that's why Curvy by Nature is here, because my group, our movement, really works to remove those barriers, works to remove the stigma, to remove the uneasiness that might come with hiking for the first time, especially if you're a person that's not an athlete, or maybe you don't move often. Whether you're an athlete or not, or whether it's just not your thing. We try to take away all of that anxiety that could be around it by joining us. And one thing that I love about leading hikes with my group and the people that come out, that first timers will tell me, oh my goodness, I never thought that I'd be able to do something like this. Because it's not a competition when we go out and hike. There are a lot of hiking groups, there are a lot of outdoor groups, and they lead amazing cardio hikes, they lead amazing fitness focused hikes. And our hikes are focused around your connecting to nature. It's focused around mental wellness. It's focused around seeing what your body can do. And then also walking together, pausing when we need to pause, stopping to drink water if we need to drink water. We're not in a race when we're out there. We're out there experiencing this movement together. So I tell them, come out with me, come out with us.
Yeah.
It's okay. And if you're not comfortable doing it in the group, go online, do a little search, and try out a 1 or 2 mile loop, or even if it's still, just try it out by yourself. It's just an amazing experience that you can have solo or with a group. And I would just say, take that leap. And if you're still too nervous to take that leap by yourself, come take that leap with me.
And absolutely. So, have you seen a shift though in the pandemic? So, a lot of people have been home. Maybe they've been home with their families. Have you seen a shift with people being outdoors more and wanting to try hiking more?
Girl, yes, it's packed. Can y'all see my face? It's packed. Girl, it's packed. Yes, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
It's a good thing because there are more people that are visiting the parks and that are visiting our trails. So I'm seeing the shift that more people are going outside because we're still able to social distance. We can wear our masks. And living in the state of Texas, we have some really expansive landscape. Like we have a lot of space in different places so we can spread out. So yeah, places are packed. Do you hear me?
And
Packed.
so your trail, your walks, they take place at parks, and talk a little bit about that a little bit.
Yeah, so at parks, so local parks. Also, we'll have some at state parks. So state parks are parks that are maintained, protected, and funded through our state and through our state park service. So we have some there. Also at different preserves, you can call it a preserve or a reserve. We have both in North Texas. So I try to have a hike or a walk or some type of trek, some type of nature movement activity at different places throughout the Metroplex. So that, people that are spread out across DFW or just across North Texas can come join. And then also that way we get to experience different trails. We get to see what's out there. And you might find one that works for you and that works for your fitness level. So from rugged paths all the way to paved trails. I host hikes in multiple places. But yeah, the pandemic has gotten people outside, which gets me excited. Also, though, seeing more trash and things in the parks and and on the preserves because there are more people. So yeah, it's very evident that more folks are outside.
Well, I love it. So I ran cross country when I was in high school. And so I loved cross country because, you were outside running in nature and you were just kind of able to set your own pace. And so I love being outside, and I grew up in East Texas, so nature, all about nature, but I hadn't really started hiking like much until since like the pandemic. So I've been able to like go out with my son more, my family more. And so once I started learning more about your organization, I was like, this is perfect. Like, this is absolutely perfect. So we are going to be collaborating together and bringing health professionals together for a healthy hike for health educators. So you want to tell them a little bit about how we're going to do this and how this is going to work a little bit?
Yes. I am so excited about this partnership, this collaboration, this combining. Yes. I'm so excited about it. But what's going to happen is on that day, October 17th, community health educators are going to go on a hike led by Curvy by Nature, and we start with an opening. So my background is in social work. It's also in speaking, and then also pageantry. So I love a production, but an intentional production. Okay, an intentional one. So we start with an opening, a briefing of what to expect. And I don't want to give too much away because that opening is a very special little piece that folks that attend our hikes and our meetups get to have. And then after that, we're going to explore nature together. We are going to hit a trail that is a little challenging at Cedar Ridge Preserve, but then we're going to follow it up with a nice cool down afterwards. We'll have some restorative yoga that'll happen after. I know you're going to share some amazing tips for them.
Yes, self-care, self-care.
Amazing self-care tips. But what's cool about this partnership that I think it's pretty cool is that they're going to be able to earn some credit hours at the end of this. They're going to earn 2. Now, I hope I get this right. It's non-DSHS, right?
Yes, non-DSHS.
Oh, acronyms, okay. Yes, they're going to earn 2 non-DSHS credit hours. And I just love it. I love when you have a great experience, but then also through our partnership, folks are going to leave with something. They're going to leave with something tangible and some more content that's going to help them in their career. So, hey, I'm excited about this event.
I am too, because I know, there are so many CHWs, promoters, health educators out there that are on the front lines that are working. Like they've been working nonstop, still serving people. And it's stressful. You got maybe have kids at home. You haven't figured out how to be a teacher and how to work. And just, you really haven't had that time for self-care for yourself. And I know that a lot of people that I've talked to, even, myself, it's like, I just want to be out in nature and just like chill, like some self-care time to network and talk, but also have that time for myself. And I know how important it is. I mean, you work in social work. So, you're seeing a lot right now. And for us to be able to come together and offer people this, but most importantly, you're walking away with something that you can use for your certification.
Yeah.
So, CHWs in Texas, we have to have these hours. You got to have your certified and non-certified. So go ahead, come on out, walk a few miles with us. You may be tired, but look, we're going to get through it together.
We're going to get through it. You might be a little tired, just a little tired. But I don't know if anybody has picked up, if any of your listeners have picked up on it yet. I'm goofy. I like to have fun.
Yeah.
So, we're going to talk and laugh and fellowship and connect. And if you're not a talker and laugher and fellowshipper, that's all right. You can be quiet. And now we'll have those masks. So now we don't even have to see, half of your expression. So if you're like, oh, I hate this. I'm going to see your eyes doing that. But yeah, come on out. This will be, you brought up a really great point. Just being in any type of helping profession. Anything you're pouring out, you're pouring into people. This is a great time for you to remember. You can't pour from an empty cup.
You can.
And for some, this might be something that they always do. Maybe they love outdoors. Maybe they like hiking.
Yep.
And for some, this might be a new something that they can add to their self-care toolbox.
And what better way to do it with a group? With your crew, come on now, have a good time. And you don't have to do it by yourself, You have a group of people there that are going to be cheering you on. We're going to be cheering one another on because, look.
I'm telling you, nobody's left behind on my hike. We will stop walking if we have to, which we have. Yeah. We have different opportunities. Times where there are people that are, I had a gentleman that came to a hike. This young man was from Colorado. So he hiked in mountains.
Yeah, that's different.
In North Texas, we may not be hiking in mountains, we have hills, so it was a little different. He was like, whoa, this is pretty simple, this is pretty good. But one thing that he shared was that, wow, we're actually experiencing nature though. Like we're hiking and we're moving and we're stopping at different points on the trail or on the path just to look at the trees. We're stopping to set intention. So it's a movement experience. It is for some a fitness experience. It is a self-care experience. It can be a transformational experience for some people, but it's your experience. Whether you solo after the hike by yourself, or if you keep going and come on more with us.
So this organization, Curvy by Nature, this is your side business gig. So from 9 to 5, you are a social worker. So what tips can you give other healthcare professionals or professionals out there that are in this serving profession? Something that you've implemented during this time of the pandemic that's helped you? during this time?
Um, my daily, I don't know what I was about to call it, but that's my daily routine. So part of my morning routine is, for me, my devotional. And before I start with that devotional, I just kind of lay in bed. And because I am a person that likes animals and likes nature, I'll sit and I'll listen to the birds in the morning. I'll let them wake me up. If there is sun, because it's taking a while for the sun to come up now in the morning.
Yeah.
Because time is, seasons changing. I'll just spend time listening to anything that's going on in the outdoors. If it's animals, do my devotional. That's my part of my daily routine. Writing is part of my daily routine. I don't do this at perfection. There are days when I might forget, or I might fall off, or it may not be at the same time. And I notice where my energy is in the day. So, I mean, just strive to have what's your daily way that you feed and pour into yourself. And when you notice, it's very easy to go 3, 4, 5 days and realize, oh, I didn't have my morning coffee outside like I normally do. Or, oh, I didn't start my morning meditating like I normally do. You will notice that pull on yourself. So I do that. I also have a tribe of folks that, no, honestly, they hold me accountable, even for my own self-care. And that tribe is very small. Okay, it's very small. So it doesn't have to be 10 people that you have checking on you, but give someone else permission to kind of call you out on, you look tired, or seem tired. Have you rested? Or someone that tells you to ask you, have you napped? Have you slept? Give someone else permission to check on you and hold you accountable for that. And then also the last part is to continue to try something different and new that might, either feed your passion, or might be something that's completely different from what you do on a regular. That way you're using a different skill. And I believe in the power of nature and outdoors. You don't have to become, as my mom always calls me, Mother Nature's daughter. You don't have to be Mother Nature's daughter, okay? But it's amazing what happens when you can sit out there and experience the outdoors, some quietness, some calmness away from people. If you're a music lover, listen to your music outdoors. If you like to paint, take your painting outdoors. Just see the difference.
It's something how the shift in the environment can really impact.
Oh, yes.
That's something.
So those are things I would say.
I love that. So everybody, please listen to what she's saying, because what you're saying is very important. Like, how we do start our day is so important. I think we were used to the rustle and bustle. Now the pandemic has kind of slowed us down, but we're gradually kind of starting back to go back to normal, or our new normal, I guess you could say, in a way. But I would encourage everybody, like you said, keep some of those practices that you've started since we have slowed down. Because I know for me, that's part of my day that I love. I love being able to sit and drink my coffee versus like running by Starbucks, getting it going, getting on the highway. Now I love to be able to just sit and drink it. And it does change the way that I go about my day. So what is one thing that you would love for people to take away when it comes to, I don't want to say, when it comes to exploring your physical health in a different way? Because I think what you're doing with Curvy by Nature it's a lot rolled up into one. So one, you got physical activity, self-care, mindset, yoga, relaxation. But what is that one thing you want people to walk away with when they leave a Curvy by Nature event or experience, like you said?
I want them to walk away knowing that your body can. And then that next piece, you can insert that next piece. Your body can heal. Your body can hike this mountain. Your body can recover. Your body can rejuvenate. You can recharge your body. Your body can change. Your body can do things that maybe those other people have said it can't do. Your body can do now what maybe you thought you couldn't do before. That's what I want people to leave with. Our mind is a part of our body. So when I say your body can, I'm thinking about the entire body. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a certified fitness coach. I know what has worked for myself when it comes to my mental wellness. I know what has helped when it comes to my movement. When I look at photos of myself from 3 or 4 years ago when I started hiking versus now. The scale may say there's a 15-pound difference, but the shape of my body has changed. My endurance has,
Exactly.
my stamina has changed. My face has
Mm-hmm.
changed. My skin has changed. These are things that you're seeing on the outside, but on the inside, what has changed is that I've found a space where I can thrive and I can be successful. And
I
Curvy by
love
nature.
that. I love that.
I
I
love
love
that.
it.
Yeah, I want them to leave knowing that your body can. Your
And
body can.
that's important is that the outside, sometimes we look so much on the outside that we don't really take the time to realize, like, you know what, my whole energy is different now that I've started doing this
Mhm.
every single day. So that's
Mhm.
important too. So where
Yes.
can people follow you? Where can people find what you got going on? What else do you have
Ooh.
anything else special coming up?
Well,
What you got going on?
not quite yet. I'm still in some planning stages, still in some
Okay.
planning, but they can follow me, Curvy by Nature, CURVYX Nature on Instagram. They can go to my website, iambreewilliams.com, and find my Curvy by Nature page. As you shared earlier, I'm a speaker. I have a social work background. I love working with youth. Got all these other different things going on. So going to my main site of iambreewilliams.com will connect you to all the other amazing things I've got going. And then also you can find me on Facebook at Curvy by Nature or at Bree Williams.
Awesome. And so when they want to sign up for an event, you have your calendar already up and they can go and select and all that good stuff.
They can. So here's the thing about a Curvy by Nature experience. To receive an invitation link, you need to subscribe to the site. So when you go to the site and you subscribe, that's how you'll get the key, the link
There
to
you
all the
go.
really cool and amazing things. But on the Facebook page and the Instagram, they can go there and I'll post about the hikes. I'll post about things that are coming up. The next hike that's open to the public is happening on Halloween. So go subscribe to iambreewilliams.com so that you can get that link. It's happening at Marion Sampson Park in Fort Worth. There will be a prize for the best costume, $100
Cool.
value. And then we'll also have some fun little spooky treats for you to take with you afterwards. They'll be healthy, but they'll
Awesome.
be fun treats.
Cool.
So yeah, go to the website, iambreewilliams.com so that y'all can get that link.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm so excited for the event coming up. We're going to have fun. Y'all go
Yes.
ahead and register. The link will be in the show notes. And y'all go check out Bree and all that she has going on with Curvy by Nature. Thank you, Bree.
Thank you for having me on.